here tonight, but I also acknowledge that what you have done by Feldman in bringing us together tonight is to bring all of us, every single person here, as an important guest as we all move towards healing and to carry light forward in this time of darkness. As your Governor General, I join part of Australia's story of success and belonging. Thank you to everyone who has come tonight and come during the week for coming back to Bondi to reclaim the peace of this place, which was ruptured with an act of terror, unspeakable barbarism at exactly this time just 1 week ago. We're here, no doubt, to mourn those who lost their lives and those whose lives have been forever changed. But we're also here to honour and thank everybody who has responded. The first responders, the hospital teams, and civilians, and so many more, who work with such extraordinary courage among terrible carnage. And in the face of danger, there were echoes of the instincts of valour that we have always commemorated as a nation. I believe we're yet to fully process the extent of heroism and bravery that defined this place at this time last week. As your Governor General, I have promised to put care, kindness and respect at the centre of everything I do. And I took my lead from a former Governor General, a Jewish man, Sir Zalman Cowan. He united this country at a different time and in different circumstances. And he said that the office that I have the privilege of serving for you all must reflect the light and shade of our country back to itself, and to help interpret and describe the mood of the country, and to embody healing and to build unity. Like all Governors General before me, in this time of great tragedy and sorrow, I've sought to interpret the mood of the nation and to stand with Jewish Australians and all Australians as we commit to peace and healing and a place where absolutely everybody belongs. Yesterday, at the 110th anniversary commemoration for the withdrawal of the Anzacs from Anzac Cove, we reflected on those brave men, including many thousands of Jewish Australian soldiers. They left the shore of Gallipoli having served to restore peace in the world. From the waters of Gallipoli to the lands of the Gadigal here at Bondi, Australia has a long and proud history of seeking and upholding peace, and of commemoration, and of promising to never forget. Now, we have long drawn on that Anzac story in Gallipoli to help define our national character. It's important to remember that the thousands of Jewish Australians who enlisted in the First World War sought the peace for us, and among them Leonard Morris Kaysor, who landed in Gallipoli and was the first Jewish recipient of the Victoria Cross. As we draw on Anzac, we must now do what the Holocaust survivors that I have met during the year told me we must do across our country: to never forget the horror of the Holocaust, and to understand and be educated about anti-Semitism. Learning these lessons, we know we must never let this happen again. We must commit to being a nation where every Australian has the right and safety. We will always remember the names of the beloved ones who died here, and those who fought with courage to save lives and end the violence. Tonight, and in recent days, Jewish leaders have called on all Australians of every faith, of every background, to perform mitzvah, millions of acts of care, kindness, respect, love and generosity, to embark on a national project of peace, belonging and unity. I want everyone affected by this tragedy to know that I've received letters from the leaders of the nations around the world. The international community believes that together we can fulfill this project of unity and belonging. And as a message of faith and encouragement on our path towards healing from the darkness to light, I'm proud to share with you some words of compassion, care, kindness and respect from His Majesty the King, who said this in part in his message to all Australians. My wife and I are appalled and saddened by the most dreadful anti-Semitic terrorist attack on Jewish people attending the Hanukkah celebration at Bondi Beach. Our hearts go out to everyone who has been affected so dreadfully, including the police officers who were injured while protecting members of their community. We commend the police, emergency services, and members of the public whose heroic actions no doubt prevented even greater horror and tragedy. And finally, in times of hurt, Australians always rally together in unity and resolve. In the King's word, I know that the spirit of community and love that shines so brightly in Australia and the light at the heart of the Hanukkah festival will always triumph over the darkness of such evil. Thank you, everybody.
Please welcome Rabbi Mendy Kotlarski, the Executive Director of Merkoz, Global Headquarters of Chabad. From
honored rabbis, community leaders, the people of this great city, dear friends, people of Bondi and people of Australia and good people everywhere. I come to you tonight from the heart of the Jewish world. I stand here representing Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters in the name of over 6,250 Chabad representatives in 110 countries, millions of Jews in their communities and around the world, on each and every continent, in every kind of place, working hand in hand with every Jewish organization, serving Jews, serving humanity. I am here to bring you one simple message. We are here with you. We stand with you. We cry with you. We ache with you. And we bless you with comfort, with strength, with faith, and with resilience. I want to take a moment to acknowledge some of my colleagues, my dear friends from the Chabad communities around the world, Rabbi Mendel Lipsker from the Association of Chabad Hasidim, who came especially to be here tonight. And that matters, because when Jews show up for each other, when people show up for each other, the world feels it. 1 week ago, terror came to this beach, a place of joy, a place of light, a place where families were coming together to celebrate the festivities, the holiday of Hanukkah. And yet we watched the epitome of evil come out. Monsters indoctrinated with hatred, taught not to build but to destroy, trained to shoot and try to sniff out those that are looking to celebrate and live happily. They came to hurt us, and yet they realized what they were up against. Look at this response. Look at each and every one of us that comes out and not says never again, but asks ourselves this important question: what are we willing to live for? What is something that we can dedicate our lives to? What is it that we are willing to stand up and teach our children in the ways of education, training? What are our fathers and mothers teaching their next generation? And tonight, each and every one of you showing up over here gives us the answer. because the Jewish response to terror is never fear, it is never retreat, it is never silence, but our response is more light, more life, more goodness, more building, more doing, more mitzvahs. We are not going to say never again. We are going to do never again. And that was the Lubavitcher Rebbe's answer to terror. That answer echoes here tonight because of the Rebbe's special love for Sydney. He spoke about Sydney. He cared about Sydney. He believed that what happens here is going to lift the entire world. And tonight, through our pain, through our sorrow, through all of the suffering, up. But yet across the globe, over 20,000 events, doubling and tripling, people showing up in cities that I've never visited, have never heard of. And yet they show up and they say, we're going to light, we're going to rap, we're going to do. This is for Sydney. Yeah. The world answered your pain with light. They showed up. Tonight, I want to take a moment to recognize what I've come to experience over the last few days. The incredible Kedoshim, the holy of holies that were snipped from us, incredible people. The resilience of the victims that I got to visit in the hospital. Seeing their strength, seeing the way they respond. But how can I not mention my dear colleague, my close friend, Rabbi Eli Schlanger, Hashem Yimkum Damav, who was the life force of these types of dreams. He didn't dream small. He dreamt big. He dreamed Jewish. He dreamt together. Watching his dear father-in-law, the legendary Rabbi Ullman, over the last few days, showing up to each and every family, at every funeral, at every event. I remember how closely they worked together. In addition to losing a son-in-law, he lost a confidant, a colleague, his support, who he leaned on, who did incredible things together. The loss for the Jewish world is immeasurable. I remember Eli talking about these events. Eli didn't measure success by numbers. He measured it by unity. How many hearts did we touch? How many people felt like they belonged? How many souls were uplifted? And tonight, as I remember Eli seeing him stand side by side with his colleague Rabbi Yaakov Levitin, Hashem Yimkum Davav, working his quiet magic behind the scenes, making sure that everything is okay, making sure that everything runs smoothly, caring for people the way he did. This is the way shluchim around the city, around the country, around the world operate quietly, faithfully, every single day, for every single person, for every single Jew, everywhere. And therefore I want to say clearly, and from the deepest place in my heart, this event is Eli's dream come true. Thousands of Jews standing together as one. Thousands of non-Jews showing up, standing shoulder to shoulder. Organizations, community leaders, government officials, a community in love and support, and a community refusing to be broken. Eli, you did this. Not just here, not just today, but over the past week around the world. Because when a community stands tall, the world notices. And right now the world's eyes upon us over here in Bondi. The world is watching in awe. My friends, inspiration alone is not enough. We must transform inspiration into action. We need to take a commitment, a resolve to think about what is our next personal step. How are we going to care for ourselves, become better people, better Jews, better community members? Look out for our friends, for our families, for our colleagues, for our business partners, for all those who need us to continue standing together. What is our next mitzvah? But that's also not enough, my friends, because over the past few days and looking at the crowd over here, there are people that were really hurt. There are victims that were injured, bereaved families, children whose lives will be changed forever. They will need us next week, next month, and next year. So as we think about the next mitzvah we can take, let's do something practical. And I ask everybody to lovingly and urgently take out your phone right now. Go to supportsydney.org. Give generously. Give proudly. Give as a statement of who we are. Show the world that when terror tries to destroy us, we respond by building bigger, by loving harder, and by standing stronger. Bondi, you're not alone. Sydney, you're not alone. Australia, you're not alone. The world stands with you. Millions of hearts are beating with yours. May this light of the menorah today, on full glory, in full capacity, be the inspiration and the comfort to the brokenhearted, strength to the wounded, peace to a world that desperately needs it. And as the Rebbe continues to teach us, that even one small act of tzedakah, of kindness, of giving, can tip the scales, and we can be ushered into a world, the utopia, the messianic era, with the coming of the righteous Mashiach speedily in our days. And let us shout together, Am Yisrael Chai!
Please welcome our next speaker, Alex Rivchin.
Since last Sunday, I've been thinking about the choices
Is that your
we all
flag?
make.
Did you guys bring the
The
flag?
laws given to us, beginning with the Ten Commandments, show us
One
how
of
to
them
live
was
lives
French.
of meaning
Yeah,
and
the soccer
purpose,
player.
to treat each other with respect, to number our days and appreciate it all, so that the ultimate gift given to us, the gift of being alive,
shit.
is not spurned.
Yes, yeah, okay.
While the
Do his
laws show us
face.
how to live, the choice of how we live is ultimately ours. We are each
Do you have a
given
French
personal
connection?
responsibility, the power to choose. Every year, for the past 10 years, Rabbi Eli Steiner chose me to address the community on the first night of Hanukkah
Beautiful.
here at Bondi Beach. And every year, I chose to stand there with him and with my daughters, first one, then two, and eventually all three,
No,
with Rabbi
apart from
Eli alongside me
suicidal.
as I spoke. I didn't know I was putting us all in harm's way.
I
I
don't know
didn't
if you
know
heard
that
that,
among
guys.
us there is evil in its
Tell
most
you later.
pure and destructive form. Rabbi Eli chose to live every day with the simple mission of cramming as much good into each day as possible, to help as many people as he could. He counted his wealth not in dollars and cents, but in Forrest and Sophia Goodman chose to act with the ultimate courage and reverence of life. Instead of running or taking cover, they engaged murderers armed with hunting rifles. They died so that others could live. People could die. They chose to destroy worlds, to leave parents without a child,
Sorry guys.
wives
YouTube's
without husbands,
breaking
a
up a lot
community
tonight.
without its beloved Rabbi. Why? To what end? For what gain? There is no why. It is of no consequence. What matters now is the choice that we make, how we choose to live, how we together replace the light and decency and love that the murdered cumulatively brought into this world. I have made my own choice tonight. I have spoken of the permanent loss of our way of life as Jews in this country, of the certain end of our carefree days, joining with our friends and family to kindle the lights at this place and celebrate life.
Everyone should be able to live safely
But
here,
I'm willing to accept that we will now live with uncertainty,
as we always have.
even with fear. That is a price I will pay.
Well, maybe not always.
But I will not hide who I am, an Australian and a Jew. For that would be a price too great. So I have chosen to return, to stand again on that now sacred ground on the first night of Hanukkah next year, together with my 3 daughters.
He's a
To kindle the lights and praise
local
the
politician,
Almighty
I believe.
proudly as an Australian and as a Jew. Because I know that that's exactly what Rabbi Eli and our dear sacred murdered would have wanted. And I ask each of you to join me next year as we return and kindle the light and praise the Lord and show the strength of our people and of our nation.
It's Matilda,
We now
10-year-old
have
girl.
a musical
was named
piece
after
led
this
by
country.
Rabbi Menachem Feldman, the Chazan from the Great
By her
Synagogue,
parents who came over from
joined
Ukraine.
with Ben Goldstein
Australia
and
their
the
home.
Chutney Band.
Those French people, they had a French flag, and I was asking about him because one of the young boys who died was a French national, and there was another French guy that got shot in the hand and leg, he said, as well, and apparently he's here tonight. Yeah, Matilda. Named after Australia. There's people all the way over there. There's like thousands and thousands of people here.
לאבותינו ולנו, שלא אחד אמר לכלותנו, לכלותנו, עמד עלינו לכלותנו, והיא שעמד על אבותינו, והיא שעמדה לאבותינו ולנו, שלא אחד בלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו, עומד עלינו לכלותנו.
Guys, I'm going to take you over to the other side again.
לקדוש ברוך הוא הצילנו, הצילנו,
Where there's a floral tribute. What's a false flag? Thank you, Robert. Hi everyone coming in, just staying quiet for the memorial. There's some lifeguards. Got up to start to leave on this side because it's all the way down the other side of the
Please
beach.
welcome the Premier of New South Wales,
now
the
the-
Honourable Chris Minns MP.
The Premier and the Prime Minister are going to talk now, so I should stay here for this and then I'll try to take you back to the other side. I did go there before and a cutout, but I took some static video so I can post that later, and I got to see the floral memorial and yeah, it was really nice.
Thank you, friends.
That's New South Wales Premier. It's had a busy week. Not a good way.
Friends, Bondi is beautiful tonight.
It is.
And
Looks like
not
it's going to
because of its
rain
beaches,
a lot.
It's sunset,
Please
it's
hold off.
people, it's fun.
Thank you everyone for being
It's
here.
beautiful because you, in your thousands, in your defiance, in your resistance and resolve, you have returned to these sands just 7 days after a shocking crime and have said to the terrorists, we are going nowhere.
Everyone deserves to live freely and safely. Everyone. Now is not the right time. Thank
This
you,
crime
Jordan.
was an attempt to marginalise and scatter, to intimidate and cause fear.
No
The Jews
division.
have stood up to this intimidation for thousands of years, and so tonight thanks to the Jewish community of Australia, on this last night of Hanukkah, you have reclaimed Bondi Beach for us.
Thank you, Yingling.
Firstly, let me say my heart is heavy for the lives that were taken
By the
here,
way, can you
for
hear
those
me?
who've been injured, and for the families and loved ones whose worlds will never be the same again. I want to say this clearly and sincerely. We are deeply sorry. We grieve with you, and with humility, I acknowledge that the government's highest duty is to protect its citizens, and we did not do that 1 week ago. That reality weighs on me heavily. We must accept that responsibility and use it to do everything and anything we possibly can to stop it from happening again. Sometimes I think it's trite when Australians say, and we say it about everything, that we're with you. We say it from birthdays to work meetings to sporting heroes, that we stand with you, that we're with you, we're by your side. I think Aussies are better at showing it than saying it. And they've done just that in the closing days of this year. The thousands who jumped on a surfboard last Friday and paddled past the breakers to show solidarity with this community.
That was beautiful.
The hundreds of first responders, including the police, the paramedics, surf lifesavers who ran straight into danger to protect our community.
Yep. Claps in the chat, please. Claps in the chat.
40,000 people who've given blood as an act of public service, the flowers at the pavilion, the red and yellow surf life-saving army, the candles, the tears, all acts large and small, but they show Australia stands with our Jewish brothers and sisters at this time. And I say our because while the attack was undoubtedly targeted at Jewish people peacefully celebrating a religious festival, for every other Australian, the shock and the pain we feel is as if a member of our own family has been taken. The sad truth is that this crime has tragically highlighted a deep vein of anti-Semitic hate in our community. To excuse it as an aberration or a tragic single event is wrong. It will not do justice to the killed and wounded, and will not allow us to take steps to stop it from happening again.
Starting to get some down here.
History shows us that anti-Semitism builds starting with a phrase or a chant, then migrating to the airwaves or in modern times onto the internet, then graffiti on Jewish buildings, then damage to property, then arson, and then murder. In the book of Psalms, we read, "Who is the person who desires life, who loves days to see goodness? Guard your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit. Turn away from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it." The Psalm teaches us a profound truth. Thoughts become words, words become actions. The danger we must confront is the deliberate incubation of hatred. This includes organisations and individuals who promote violence and division, sometimes cloaking it in ideology or even the perversion of religion. This must be confronted.
So YouTube's been terrible tonight. I did the first stream when I first arrived, but we've got all of the ceremony, which was good. But I walked, because there's people all the way down across the other side of the beach. There's thousands of people, and I walked over to that area and I did static recording on video, so I can post that afterwards. And I was able to get to where the floral memorial is. Well, only a small amount of it because there was thousands of them, but just a small amount.
We must pay special mention to the Chabad community of Sydney, personified by Rabbi Ullman.
Thank you everyone for being here.
Rabbi Ullman
I will attempt to go down to the other area, but if it cuts out again, I will post the video that I did earlier after onto this. Sorry, onto my YouTube.
Wisdom in pain and strength in suffering, and it's been an inspiration to all of us that even in this period of sadness and evil, there is work to do. Tonight we light the 8th and final candle of the Hanukkah menorah, and it compels us to ask, what will we light tomorrow? How will we carry this light forward when the candles are no longer burning? Civic and government leadership now has a heavy burden: security for this community, justice for the dead and the injured, and action to confront this hatred.
Can we just not do the politics
The
stuff
does not end
right now?
with solely government responsibility. It
I'll
says
just
seek peace and pursue it.
just here
That is the task
to
of
be
every
here
citizen.
for the
Peace doesn't happen by
victims.
accident. It must be actively pursued
And,
through compassion, through kindness,
and all the
and
people
moral
who
courage. Government can encourage it and support it, but people
helped,
must live it.
like
And that's why tonight, after meeting with the rabbinical
the
leadership
lifeguards,
Sydney,
the
can I just
first
say
responders, the
are
police,
incredibly
the
persuasive.
paramedics, doctors and nurses in the hospitals, and of course all the families of people who have suffered, all the people recovering from their injuries or still in hospital.
Rabbi Feldman, Rabbi Eli, Rabbi Wolf, Rabbi Benny, they're very persuasive people. But after consultation with the rabbinical leadership of Sydney and hearing their strong views, in fact demands for positive action following what happened on Sunday, we're launching tonight a campaign in their honour and in the honour of the people who've been killed and those who are injured and all who are suffering. The initiative is called One Mitzvah for Bondi.
Oh, nice.
For those watching at home, in the Jewish tradition, a mitzvah is a simple but powerful idea. It's a concrete act of goodness, something that you do that makes the world more compassionate, more humane. The One Mitzvah for Bondi campaign is inspired by the spirit of Rabbi Eli Schlanger.
Yeah, I've seen people from all walks are here.
Eli was in the process of launching Project Noah, a reminder that every one of us is a child of Noah, charged with building a good world. It invites every citizen of our state, of any faith or no
People
faith,
crying,
to
people
increase acts of goodness and kindness. The rabbis I've spoken
holding
to in
each
the
other.
last days have been very insistent that this is the
People
best
bringing
way of
flowers.
building our country. If hatred spreads through words and actions, then so does goodness. We can't cure hate with hate, and the lesson of the Hanukkah is not that there is no darkness, it's that darkness cannot extinguish the light. So be the light in the world, and may the memories of those who've been lost
Exactly,
be a blessing to all of us. Good night.
Yay, clap. Clap, clap, clap. Bondi Memorial.
Please welcome the Leader of the Opposition, the Honourable Kelly Sloan, MP.
No thanks. Oh, sorry, I did say no politics, didn't I? My bad, I'm naughty.
Wow,
Kick
look
me
at
out
you.
of chat.
I love this community. I love Bondi. But I'm absolutely heartbroken to be standing before you tonight in these circumstances. I'm standing before you, of course.
Yeah, well,
as
the
leader
TV
of the
stations
New
are
South
showing
Wales
it live.
opposition and as the state
Jojo?
member for Ball Clues. But I'm more than that. I'm a regular person. I'm a member of this community.
So today,
And I'm someone
they've actually
who
declared it
witnessed
a National
the
Day of
absolute
Reflection,
devastation firsthand last Sunday.
and everyone was after at 6:47 p.m, which is 1 week after it happened, to light a candle and have a minute's silence,
Still being fired,
and that's how this
who witnessed the chaos
ceremony began.
and the distress, and who saw the injured, and who held the hands of those who needed their hands held, who saw the chaos and the terror, but
And it's
also
been threatening
saw
to rain,
the kindness and so
and it
many
hasn't,
acts of
except for
bravery.
a little bit of sprinkle when I
I had a
first got
speech
here.
prepared tonight, which spoke none of this detail, because my experience felt
Hello, Yellow.
absolutely insignificant compared to that of so many others who are sitting here tonight. It felt raw. But I showed Rabbi Eli Feldman the words
Welcome
I'd
in,
written,
Mike.
and he very politely told me to start again.
Only SBS and
He said
ABC
the
are
words
doing
I'd
the
written were
coverage.
appropriate and they
Fair
were
enough.
beautiful, but that I had a bigger story to tell. That I'd said something
Thanks
to this
for that, Bob.
community that must be retold. Rabbi said to me that bearing witness and recounting that story might be hard and it might be confronting for people sitting here, but it is important, and he is right. Because through the ages, people have denied the pogroms, the massacre of Jews. Indeed, within hours of the attacks on Sunday, there was already that sick nihilism,
Oh, gosh.
propaganda on social media. Claims that Arthur Nostrovsky, the man that you would have seen in the media with blood down his face, who was sitting here in front of me tonight, and Arthur, you're looking so much better than last time I saw you.
Oh.
They claimed it was part of some sort of theatre, that it was made up. And then they got fact checkers to prove that it was real. The digital hallmarks, the AI that didn't quite align. So yeah, his story was real, but let me tell you, my proof, because I stood there amongst the destruction and the chaos, and I saw Arson, and he was standing there alone, in shock, looking like a statue, a bloody statue out of a movie. It was real. It was very real, and I went up to Arson, and I took his arm, and I led him to brave beachgoers who'd come up from the surf to help and provide assistance. His story is one of many that I witnessed that day. Earlier that evening, I'd been celebrating the first day of Hanukkah just up the road in Dover Heights, and people were laughing and they were dancing, and it was such a joyous occasion. And I was on a stage just like this, about to address the crowd, about to talk about the hope I had after a horror start to the year, a year that had started with our community facing consistent fire bombings almost day after day, and vandalism, helicopters flying over our houses at night while we slept to keep our Jewish neighbours safe. A year where the Jewish community had been doxxed, they'd been abused, they'd been unable to attend university, they had been abandoned by old friends and colleagues in the most heartbreaking way, and people were in fear, and they were accused of overreacting, and no one, very few at least, paid attention when community leaders said, they warned that history tells us that hate speech makes violence possible. How could anyone who is a student of history deny that broken windows lead to violence? Well, let there be no doubt now. Anti-Semitism has now led to the spilling of blood on our nation's most iconic beach, a place that has for all of us been a symbol of freedom, of hope, and of the Australian spirit, of our inclusion, of our beautiful diversity. But on that stage last week, I didn't get a chance to share my words of hope. Instead, while I stood there, I saw the crowd start to run and disperse. I saw CSG security guards start to lock down the event. And I jumped in a Hatzola ambulance with medic Rabbi Mendy Litzman. Mendy is here tonight, and he is still working. Raise your hand, Mendy. What a hero. I ended up bundled into Mendy's ambulance. I don't know that he needed an extra passenger, but he was on the phone to his colleague Yankee, who had been shot, and Yankee was in a bad state. And so we raced down here to Bondi, arriving within minutes, and we parked under that bridge while the gunmen were still on top.
Oh my God.
And Mendy grabbed his kit and he raced into the scene without any thought for his own safety, making impossible choices about who to deal with first and who to treat. And I helped a man and his 10-year-old boy who were hiding under that bridge get into our ambulance because I thought they'd be safer there. And then I walked into the scene. And what I saw will haunt me forever. But I saw police running into the scene, fast and unhesitating, with guns drawn,
Well, this
headed
is a good
into
story.
danger. And I heard,
I mean, not a good story, but it's good that she's telling
thank you to our police.
her account of what happened.
And the final pop, pop, pop of gunfire.
Here's the police.
And I tried my best to help. A surf lifesaver told me no bandages. I said, what do I do? And he said, plug the holes.
Oh, jeez.
And I ended up sitting next to people and holding their hands, putting blankets over people who we couldn't help anymore. And I had people fall into my arms who were grief-stricken because they felt that they hadn't done enough, and we all felt that way. But man, I saw them as heroes, and they were heroes, and there was nothing more any of us could do.
There's the police.
So what do we do now? How do we save our community? How do we honour the lives of
Yeah,
those
guys,
15
please look after
people
yourself.
who
Don't
passed
have to
away?
be here if it's too
It is an
hard.
impossible task. And how do we say sorry? How do we say sorry for failing our community? How do we comprehend what has happened to our country? Tomorrow in New South Wales Parliament, I will read the names of those who have lost their lives in a condolence motion in Parliament with the Premier, and thank you, Premier, for your compassion this week.
Thank you, Jojo.
We will honour the first responders, the surf lifesavers.
It means a lot.
the
You're always
visitors
here with me.
to mental health,
It means a
including
lot.
The great Ahmed, who I visited in hospital. Superman. To the rabbis who are strong and brave and have carried such a burden for the community this week. We will honour the police.
Yeah,
We
Bob.
will honour all the people who visited Bondi with bunches of flowers and who sent messages. And
I
that
think people were just
outpouring of
confused
love
about
has given me hope.
what
It's
happened.
given me hope that we will mend
And to be honest,
together.
I was at first too, because you
But
didn't
tonight
really
I'm here
see
with you,
footage
our
of
community,
the police going
with
in,
you,
but
steadfast, with our broader Bondi
know
and
they
Eastern
did.
Suburbs community, to say that I am in pieces with you, but I will be strong like you are strong, and you inspire me. And together
Miles,
we
is
will
it?
find the light
Yeah.
together. Thank you.
Yeah, it's terrible, Miles, and thank you.
Please welcome Daniel Aguillon, the President of the Executive Council of Australian Jewry.
Okay, I'm going to put the phone down
I
again.
stand here with two proud young
Oh, sorry
Australian
guys, I'll get
Jews.
get it in shot in a second.
We stand here, the three of us, together with all of you,
There we
as
go.
Premier Chris Minns has said, to reclaim Bondi Beach
It's a
for
bit
all of
glary
us
when they're wearing
and
light
the Australian
colours.
way of life.
Oh, that's better.
It symbolises.
Oh, much better. Of course, Madrop Bear.
The ISIS terrorists do not decide
I never
who
forget
we
you.
are and what our future will be. We Australians make that decision. We Australians will not be dictated to by anyone, and especially not those who wield violence and fear in the name of hate. The Australian Jewish community has experienced 2 years of unrelenting vitriol and hate. Protests calling for eradication of our right to speak in support of our freedoms and Israel's right to exist and to defend itself from butchery. They try and begrudge us even the right to define who we are. Proud Zionists. And even what we believe. We have endured 11 firebombing attacks upon our synagogues and facilities, homes, businesses, and a childcare centre within the last 18 months. And now, just a week ago, the cold-blooded murder of innocents. Our people at Bondi were cut down for who they were, not for anything they did. We warned the government of the risk again and again, but our many warnings were not listened. Our answer to the terrorists, to their knowing or unwitting accomplices and sympathisers is this. We will not be silent, we will not hide, we will not live in fear. There were many heroes at Bondi. Among them are Boris and Sophia Gorman of blessed memory, Reuben Morrison of blessed memory, and I was at his funeral in Melbourne, and one thing I learnt about Reuben was that he knew how to use a few choice words, and apparently in his bravery the terrorists certainly got those choice words.
Good.
Ahmed al-Ahmed, Geffen Bitton, Jessica Rosen, policemen Jack Hibbert and Scott Dyson, who are still in hospital and for whom we wish a speedy recovery. The lifeguards and first responders who ran in, our very own beloved Hatzola, the mums and dads who protected both their own and other children,
Terrorism
young
isn't politics.
and dedicated members of our own community security group.
It's about hate.
All of them, and so many others, risked their lives to protect the vulnerable. We thank all of you, those that I have mentioned and so many more, from the bottom of our hearts. To honour those heroes, the rest of us must now say enough. Every level of government, from the federal government down, and every sector of society must take the necessary steps to make us all safe.
Yep.
One necessary step is, as David Ossip has already said, and I thank him for the courage to say it, a Commonwealth Royal Commission.
Never again.
Last Sunday,
Thanks.
Jews were the target, but they were not the only victims. As we saw last Sunday, anti-Semitism makes us all unsafe. I find hope, and we have to find hope. I find hope in the flowers placed outside synagogues across this country. The outpouring of messages of support. The person who simply said, "You deserve better." We all deserve better. We deserve an Australia where we are all safe, safe to practice our faith and culture openly, safe to live.
Yep.
The proud young Australian Jews on this stage and the young Australians, Jewish and non-Jewish, that they represent deserve that. We owe them nothing less. Many of you are wearing these stickers for 10-year-old Matilda, the youngest victim of Australia's worst terrorist attack with the most Australian of names. Valentina, Michael, and your family, I spoke to you before. Our hearts go out to you.
Oh gosh, they heal.
Know that
Heartbreaking.
the Jewish community and the whole of Australia is with you.
Oh gosh, I can't even imagine.
In honour of your beautiful beautiful daughter and sister. The band will play Waltzing Matilda.
Oh. Thank you,
Please
Irish Mark.
welcome David Campbell to sing Waltzing Matilda.
Wow. David Campbell. It's Jimmy Barnes' son.
Amy, this is for you, children.
Oh, beautiful.
Once a jolly swagman.
I'm gonna take my mic down so you can't hear me sing.
Under the shade of a cool about tree, and he sang as he walked, waited till his Billy boy come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched, waited for his Billy boy. Come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came a jumbuck, drank by a billabong. Up jumped the swagman and cackled with glee, and he laughed as he watched, put him in that tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Come waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come waltzing Matilda with me. And it's sad that jumbuck is coming back. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Sing it with me. Waltzing
Guys, you can see all the lights across the other side. Look. Wow. There's a lot of lights.
And he sang as he watched. And
Can you see the lights?
Till his Billy boil. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltz Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang and he watched and waited till his Billy boy. You come a waltzing Matilda with me.
Beautiful. Yes, Matilda was named after this country. Sounds beautiful.
Next up, we welcome a survivor, Chaya Dadon,
Oh my gosh.
joined by her parents, Rabbi Menachem and Shterni Dadon from Chabad for Israelis, and they are joined by Erin Moen.
I can't even imagine if you're a survivor or you were here on the day that to come back to this spot is very difficult.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so
Just
much
get
for
the
coming.
screen
It gives
to
me great
focus a
pleasure
little bit
to
better.
introduce someone who clearly needs no introduction. The incredibly brave teenager, yes, Maya. Another round of applause, please, for this incredible woman. And of course, her amazing parents, who are so immensely proud. Maya, I want you to take us back to the moment a week ago.
Oh gosh.
You had found
Didn't expect
cover.
all this
There
to
wasn't
be
much of
happening
it.
tonight.
You chose to leave what was a relatively safe space to save other people's lives, children's lives. Why?
Sorry, it's so glary if I try and get it to focus.
Like, that's the answer.
There we go.
Those people, those children were like, I felt so connected to them the whole time. And that's the thing about the Jewish people. Like, I saw those kids and they were mine. They were my kids. And I knew whatever I was going to do, I was going to do it for them. So you are extraordinarily brave, very mature, but you're human. You must feel not 1 inch of my body scared, because like I hadn't even
She was in
practiced
fight
this in
mode.
the past or anything, but I genuinely felt like, not even a metaphor, like physically I felt God holding my hand and whispering. Like, I heard the words. I don't know if I was going crazy or something, but I heard the words. He was saying, this is it. This is your mission. This is your purpose. Because the Jewish people, obviously, a lot of you had big concept of Judaism.
I think she was a
having
teenager.
a purpose and having a meaning in this world. And in that moment, I felt so, like, directed in the right direction. And I was like, there's no going back. There's no not doing it. There's no maybe doing it. I'm doing it. And nothing was getting to my way.
Just like Ahmed, who went and took the gun off the terrorists.
I want to ask you now how your world has changed over the past week. And I'm sure, in fact, I'm not even going to put words into your mouth because you just told me you felt no fear. So I'm going to actually just ask you, how has your world changed? I'm sure in good ways and in bad. Someone actually asked me out the other day, they were like, do you feel like you're famous now? And I was like,
thanks.
they were like, do you like it? And I was like, I don't like being famous. I like the reason people are understanding, the reason people are stopping me on the street. I love being that inspiration for people and being that light in this tunnel of just darkness, pure evil. And that's the part that made me realize, like, this is why I'm sharing my story, to be that light and to share all of this with all of you amazing people. And I just want to say I love you all.
Beautiful.
I'm not done.
I'm not done.
Haya asked me just off stage then if we could be television.
I don't know if that's what she said. Maybe she said something else.
To be honest,
But
I'm
I
not
thought
sure
it was
ready
that.
to him. She's too good. Haya, last question for you. What is your message to Australians? And I know there are so many who are Jewish and there's so many who are not Jewish, who care deeply about your community and about you.
Yeah,
what do you want to
true.
say to Australia? The thing is, I have so many quotes and so many inspirational lines that just popped into my head. Like, I have so many things, so many lessons that I've been taught, so many, so many ideas and concepts, obviously, like the basis of Judaism, and then I'm like, that's it. Like, I know I said this before, but all of the, the learning and all of everything
It's gotten dark now.
led to this moment, and in that moment I was like, this is it. Be that light. If you guys get inspired by one thing and all, be the light in that field of darkness. And you know what? They're just gonna make us stronger. I said this, I'm sure a lot of you heard this, but I said this so many times. They think by doing that we're gonna be obviously, we're obviously mourning, but we're getting stronger as a nation, and we're growing, and sometimes growing hurts.
Yeah.
We're growing, and life is gonna move on, and why not make the best of it?
Yeah. Brings people together, unfortunately.
That is absolutely beautifully said. She's an incredible young woman. Before we go, I just wanted to say something quickly.
Very possibly
When I was at school, I learnt about the impact that Jew hatred can have on a community, and I learnt about bystanders who said and did nothing.
In 100 years,
I'm going to put the
our children's children and their
tripod
children's
back.
children will learn about what happened here at Bondi last Sunday. They'll learn about the terror. They'll learn about the tragedy. They'll learn about the names of those we lost. They'll also learn about stories like yours of heroism, stories like Ahmed's, stories of Kelly, of everyone who ran in to help, the police. They'll also learn, and just as importantly, what we did next as a nation. And may that be moral courage. And may it not be more failure. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. Sorry, guys. Live streaming thing has been so weird tonight. Oh, sweet. She was there with her parents. Look, she's still on crutches. I'm pretty sure that that's that same lady that you talked about, Mad. She was in the hospital this week.
Please welcome next Rabbi Yehoram Ullman, the Rabbi of Bondi Chabad, to say a few words.
And also, hi Irish Mark. I've been trying not to talk too much during this ceremony.
Dear friends, my dear community, for almost 40 years, I've stood here in Bondi as a shliach, as the emissary of the Lubavitcher Rebbe.
It's gotten dark now, guys. Look.
I've shared in weddings and
It's all the
births,
way down the pavilion.
tears and laughter. I have watched children grow up, parents grow older, and strangers become family, and the community grows.
It's a big hill here.
Year after year,
Trying to turn around on the big
we're
hill,
gathered
which is
here
sloping down.
to light candles, Hanukkah candles, because we believe
She got shot in the leg.
in bringing
Yeah.
light into the world. Last week
Yeah, it is beautiful out
was
here.
meant to be a festival of joy, a celebration.
I'm not even where the crowds are
Unity.
because that area was closed off.
Instead, darkest form of evil
Or where the
violated the sacred space. But we are back.
They're showing the sky.
I stand here tonight to say loud and clear that darkness does not get the final word.
Yeah.
Light will win.
Just gonna get up and stretch a bit.
On the first night of Hanukkah, we were prevented from lighting even
that's
one candle.
the shooting
Tonight,
a beam
we are going
of
to
light
light
into the
all
sky.
8.
That's what they just showed in the camera. I'll see if I can show you guys. There it is. You can see it.
On
Part
the
of the
first night,
ceremony.
we expected 1,000 people.
It's beautiful.
Tonight, I found out in the news, 20,000 or more. How many came?
20,000 people have been here over the week.
And the hundreds of thousands are watching and are here with us. Bondi is with us. Sydney is with us. Australia is with us. And the world is with us. As the previous speaker, Daniel Agion, said, we are not retreating. We are not hiding. We are not shrinking. We are responding with more light, more
Sorry
love,
guys, trying to get that.
and more unity.
Focused, come back on.
We owe this to the 15 precious souls we lost. The Torah teaches us that the greatest way to honor those
We're back in
who are no
focus.
longer with us is, in the words of King Solomon, V'hachai yitain aliboy.
Oh, great, Joe.
To live a life inspired by the memory. And as Rabbi Kotlarski said, that the only way we can let the goodness continue is only through actions. Each one of the 15 precious souls, Hashem Yikoim Domam, has left us with lessons we can emulate. I want to name each one along with only one thing we can learn from them. Tanya Tretiak, she wasn't Jewish, yet she came to stand with her husband and the community. Let us show up for one another, even when we are different, and be allies to those who need us. Marika Pogani, a tireless volunteer who delivered thousands of meals. Let us care for the elderly, the vulnerable, and those who feel forgotten.
Yeah, people were coming out and doing feeding people out here. I think it was the Sikh
Adam Smith,
charity.
known for his legendary hospitality.
Again, they're always feeding people when there's emergencies.
Make others feel welcome. Peter Marzo Neger, a police officer and a community leader, let us commit to service, to showing up for others, and giving back to the places we call home. Donald Kayam, he was killed while celebrating his Judaism on a beautiful day. Let us not postpone what matters. Let us live with meaning now, not someday in the future. Matilda V. Bigfoot, a beautiful, spirited 10-year-old child who brought light wherever she went. Let us bring a smile, a sense of pure goodness into the lives of those around us. Boris Gurman, who bravely tackled the gunman to protect others. Let us find courage to speak up and act when we see evil and injustice.
Yeah.
Sophia Gurman, who met prejudice with principle. Let us respond to hatred with dignity, humanity, and moral strength. Alex Clayton, a Holocaust survivor, who died shielding his wife.
Jesus.
Let us put the safety and dignity of others before our own comfort.
I find it disgusting. Sorry, but you've survived the Holocaust, come to live in a safe country,
Tibor Weizen,
and die with this shit.
children in our synagogue with a smile and a lollipop. Let us make our community a place where the next generation feels safe, happy, and loved. Boris Tatorit, a devoted provider, and a gifted musician. Let us work hard for our families and use our talents to bring beauty into the world.
Oh my gosh, Matt, I hope so too. Are you
Edith
serious?
Whitman, a woman of integrity,
Can you send me
who
that?
shows humanity every day. Let our decisions be guided by conscience, not convenience.
Oh Matt, you're so sweet. Jojo is a beam of light.
Morris,
Aww,
who fought back
she
with
is.
courage,
Lots of people here are.
determination, and faith. Let us stand firm in what we believe is right.
They better not have been here. You should have told me, Matt.
Rabbi Yaakov Levitin, who chose the life of community service of a lucrative career. Let us put meaning before money and purpose before profit. And finally, my beloved son-in-law,
Oh.
Rabbi Eli Schleinger, who treated every human being
Guys, there's
as
police
precious,
horses.
whether a prisoner or prime minister, a billionaire or a beggar. What he saw was a soul deserving of love. Let us try, each in our own way, to see people as he did.
Yeah. Clap for that.
Tonight, I ask every person here and everyone watching to take personal responsibility to continue the light those souls brought into the world. Let us not wait for tomorrow. Let us start today, tonight. The Lubavitcher Rebbe taught that darkness is not defeated by anger or force. Darkness is transformed by light. And that light begins with what each of us chooses to
Oh,
use.
thank you, Matt Drockbear.
And returning to normal is not enough. Sydney can and must become a beacon of goodness. A city where people look out for one another.
It's a good idea, Matt.
Where kindness is louder than
There's
hate.
lots of police here
Where
tonight,
decency
and
is stronger
I saw
than
the
fear.
riot squad as
And
well,
we can make it happen.
and security.
But only if we take the feelings we have right now and turn them into action, into continuous action, to Ula Nushechas. What does it mean? For all humanity. That begins with the most basic foundations of civilization. The 7 biblical Noahide mitzvahs.
I might see if I can
Which
read
means
chat.
to respect
I'm getting down low.
the sanctity of life,
There's the beam again.
to reject violence and cruelty to all living beings, to value family, to act honestly, to protect justice.
Yeah, I'm glad I came out. I
To
was wanting to
recognize
come out one
that there
day,
is one God
and then
who calls us
after
to live
they
with decency
declared today was
and
a national day
responsibility and to honor Him.
of
These
reflection,
simple principles
I thought, oh,
are
that'd
the
be a good
bedrock
time to go. And I didn't even
of the
know
good
that all
world.
this was going to be happening. They said it's
And for us
6:47 p.m. There was
It
going to be a
means
minute
living
silence
proudly
and
and visibly as Jews.
a candle lighting.
Women,
But
light
I didn't
Shabbos
expect
candles
like
in time
all
when
of
peace
this.
and holiness is
Like,
the home.
it's a lot
Men,
happening. So I'm glad I came
plentifully
tonight.
and proudly, binding faith to action. In every Jewish home, put up mezuzahs. Let our homes declare
Hasn't
that
started
Jewish
raining yet,
values,
thank God.
goodness,
Still
faith,
pretty
and
warm though.
responsibility live here. Do an act of kindness today. Have compassion. compassion for others. Resolve a conflict peacefully, today, not tomorrow. Every positive choice we make brings healing not only to us, but by extension to the whole community and to the whole world.
Yeah.
Our tradition teaches us that goodness
Horses
is
are
contagious.
Jojo's favourite animal.
One good deed leads to another. And the
Oh,
world
I'm
itself
lying down on the
begins
grass
to
now.
change. When light multiplies, history...
Mad Drop says, you're the brightest beam right now, Fila. That's nice.
I believe with complete faith.
We all do things in community, all the people that are here, all the
faith,
people that are watching. Thank you.
with more goodness and more light, we bring closer a world without hatred, without violence, without fear. A world filled with dignity, with peace, with hope. A world of redemption.
There's a lot more people on the other side, but it was like a registered event,
by a righteous Messiah.
which is the exact same event, obviously, but it was just closed off unless you had registered. Yeah, and on this side there was a lot of people, but now it's started to diminish a little bit.
May the injured be healed. May our sorrow be comforted. May all those heroes be shielded, protected.
Mad Drop says, I've heard it said that darkness in essence is the absence of light. Where there is no light, there is only darkness. Yeah.
Light will bring Mashiach now.
Gonna have to put my charger on soon. Mad Drop Bear.
Please welcome
Half
Rabbi
horse and
Mendy
half
Ullman
drop bear.
from Bondi, Chabad, to lead us in the prayers for the menorah lighting. Please stand if you're able to.
I'll tell you later what I saw
If you forgive me,
earlier.
as we light the menorah,
I'm
we're
standing up.
surrounded by thousands of holy Jewish people. For those who know my father, Rabbi Ullman, Shema, by him was very important. And here today we have an opportunity, all together, to hold our right hand over our eyes, and as the night comes, we say the blessing that defines us as Jewish people, that we recognize that we are all children of one God. So if you will join me together, covering your right hand over your eyes, let's say, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvoto v'tzivonu להדליק נר חנוכה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשה ניסים לאבותינו
Everyone's standing up, guys. Everyone.
בזמן הזה.
Please welcome from Bondi Surf Lifesaving Club, Anthony Harris Carroll and Australian Olympian Jessica Fox to introduce the candle lighters.
Bondi has been my home for many years, a place of surf, light, peace and harmony.
It's a beach where we live, we save people, nature is respected, our background, our culture, it's everything at this beach. Me as a proud Bondi lifeguard, Bondi lifesaver, and Bondi local, we stand behind our Jewish community. We love and adore you.
It's deeply moving to be with you all this evening together. The events that unfolded here on Sunday have shaken us deeply. They
Sorry,
have
guys.
had a devastating impact on our Jewish community, our Bondi community, and our Australian community as a whole. What was once a place of safety and joy became the site of unimaginable loss. And we carry that sorrow together tonight. We wish long life to the families who have lost loved ones. May their memories be a blessing. And to those who are injured, both physically and emotionally.
Sorry guys, I've got a stomach cramp and I can't hold the phone still.
It's now my honour to welcome the first responders as well as the key people who stood up for our community.
Oh, lovely.
Most to light the candle of the menorah. Tonight, as they help light the menorah, we honour not only the actions but the values they represent: compassion, courage, unity, and the light in darkness.
Move over a little bit.
The candle that lights all others
Some guy in the way.
symbolizes the courage of those who bring light in darkness. And tonight we honor Ahmed Al-Ahmed, who embodied this spirit through his heroic actions in Bondi, disarming a terrorist, saving lives, and doing so at great personal cost.
Good doggy, Jojo says. Oh, sorry guys.
The safety of strangers above his own in a moment of profound courage, and here to light the candle is his father, Mohammed Fateh Al-Ahmed.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I call upon many.
Try and find a spot where that guy is not in
New
the
South
way.
Wales ambulance for over 18 years. In the aftermath of the devastating events at Bondi Beach, New South Wales ambulance personnel were among the very first on scene, providing life-saving care with courage, professionalism and humanity. He was joined by Rabbi Mendy Litzman, OAM, a leader, a volunteer with Hatsola, Australia. He played a crucial role during this Bondi Beach terror attack by rushing to the chaotic scene, helping treat the wounded and coordinating life-saving events even as gunfire continued, drawing on decades of first responder experience to save a life.
It'll focus in a minute.
We invite New South Wales Police Commissioner.
Yeah, I have missed dinner and it's starting to sprinkle as well. Oh, that's beautiful, they're lighting it. Oh, hugs. Oh, that's sweet.
We invite New South Wales Police Commissioner Mal Lanyon, representing New South Wales Police, together with Simon, who is lighting on behalf of those who were wounded.
Oh, that's sweet. Sorry, the camera doesn't like the white bits.
I now call on
I should go
Vladimir
what?
Kotliar,
No.
representing our SES volunteers, who with quiet strength selflessly serve our community in moments of crisis. Along with Darren Tate, a senior emergency medical responder,
and Director of Community Health Support, who led the 19 CHS volunteers who were on scene within a couple of minutes. They spent hours triaging and treating the many injured, and the Commissioner and Chief Executive of New South Wales Ambulance, Dr. Dominic Morgan, ASN.
Doesn't like white.
I now welcome Stephen Pearce, CEO of Surf Life Saving Australia, whose lifesavers and members of my team ran towards danger, providing immediate aid, protecting lives and embodying the courage, selflessness, community spirit that defines surf life saving at its very best.
I'm gonna see if I can refocus this thing. Doesn't like white on the screen.
And my fellow lifeguards, for the professionalism that they displayed, the courage. I'm so proud of you boys. I'll be with you forever.
Oh, so sweet. He's a guy from Bondi Rescue.
Lighting in memory of victims of this attack, Rabbi Eli Schlanger and Rabbi Yaakov Leviton are their children, Nosson Schlanger and Shlomo Leviton.
So difficult. Fair enough, Joe. They can't do it.
Lighting in honor of his son, Lebel Lazarov, who was wounded in the attack, Rabbi Yossi Lazarov.
Oh gosh.
Welcome Nachman Dipstein and Mendy Amzalak from Zakar, who travelled with the team from Israel to assist in the painstaking and sacred work of processing the scene. For the victims and their families. They are joined by David Todd from the Sydney Shepra Kadisha, the organisation
Starting to rain a little, just
to
sprinkle.
facilitate funerals for the victims under tragic circumstances. We invite them to light the 7 candles.
Guys, I need to charge my phones. I'm going to take you off the tripod. And it's starting to sprinkle. Actually.
The flame of the final candle will be lit by Michael, father of the youngest victim, Matilda B. We express our deepest sorrow for his unimaginable loss. Matilda, her beautiful smile and shining face will remain forever in our hearts. He is joined by David Super, whose son, Yankee Super, despite being injured in the Bondi terror attack, showed extraordinary courage by helping others and assisting those around him in the midst of the chaos.
Okay, I'm just gonna put in the charger, putting you on charger, guys. And it's, yeah, as I said, it's starting to rain now. No one here is moving though, it's still staying. Oh, my thumbs are wet. Oh, gross. Okay, I got the umbrella out, but it's a bit windy. Yeah, it's cooled down now, and there's a bit of wind in the air. Oh no, my thumbs got wet, now it's all slippery. I'm walking down a little. I'm going to walk over to the other side if I can make it. I went over there earlier, and when I did, the YouTube cut out, so I was just assuming because there was just too many people. And so if it cuts out, then I'll stop the stream, obviously, but later on I'll post the still video. I just took video of there before, of some of the floral arrangements and messages from people. Yeah, my thumbs are very squeaky and wet. Slippery. Exactly. My flip-flops. And in Australia we call them thongs. And I do have my umbrella out, so I'm good, I'm not getting wet, apart from having to walk with wet feet and thongs. Oh, can you hear the song, guys? Are you naturally wet into this song? Oh, that was lovely. Oh, it's a beautiful song.